yellow, everyone. This one is going to be another one of those special ones that we do.
This is going to be the bomb, this one. This one will be the bomb.
We have a full couch. And for the viewers and listeners who have become familiar with the podcast, the characters that are on the couch today are very familiar to you. However, in today's episode, we've got a special guest.
Very special.
But we will get to that. I would like to acknowledge the privilege of me sitting on the same couch with my co-host.
I like that. The privilege is all mine. Thank you, Crankston.
Ne?
I am Linda Chilemba Miteo. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to another podcast episode of Nugget Junction.
I see you're wearing a crown again in another episode. Queen vibes, guys. Queen.
The vibes must continue, man. The queen vibes must continue. But I guess I only hold one crown. What can I say?
I know, the queen.
Exactly.
To my immediate left is the one and only gentleman who makes my co-host the queen. Is the king himself, Chinedu.
Chinedu.
How are you? It's good to see you again.
Yes, welcome, my brothers.
I like the jumper you're putting on.
Oh,
this hoodie look,
yeah.
Afro Authentic Lounge.
Yeah, why don't you represent? Show us what you've got.
Repping.
I'm representing it, you know.
I should say whoever designed that is a genius. That thing looks so good.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I have to agree.
Yeah, that's nice.
I have to agree.
He's a good designer.
And it's on our website. You know, you
can order one.
Check it out in the website.
Exactly, and you can order your own. Represent some merch, some Afro merch. Yes.
Orange and this is the coffee color.
But I love the coffee color. There's something about that chocolate color that's coming through.
Because our chocolate is, it's authentic,
That's right. And it's women's best friend, apparently.
Amen.
Yeah, the chocolate. So that's great, Yeah.
And next to King Chinedu is our special guest for tonight, the one, the only. For those who haven't yet met her, I will give her an opportunity to introduce herself. But in my own words, she is one of the most prolific chefs that I've come across in my time in Australia.
Love it.
I think she pours her personality into the food, so the food is amazing. As you will hear as we go on, we also have a special birthday celebration for her. Today is the 20th. Of July 2023. Tomorrow, the 21st, is when this thing is going to go.
Going on for the last 3 weeks.
That's how special they are. Like week 1
I
birthday,
know, she
week
must
2.
be a very special guest in saying that.
Jules, introduce yourself to our listeners for a little bit. So, who is Jules?
Hello, beautiful viewers. This is your one and only Miss Juliet Little, a.k.a. Jules, a.k.a. Chef Jules.
I like that. Master Chef Jules.
a.k.a. the most amazing, fun socialite in Perth.
For sure. I second that.
I do third that too, if there's such a
motion,
thing.
Madam Speak.
Yes.
So usually what we do on the podcast is we like to ask the question, how did we get here? And by getting here, it's not a geographical location here. Okay. It is more about how Chef Jules got to where she is now, to the point where you're sitting on the Nugget Junction couch. Everyone has a very prolific, long story, but we like to sort of summarize it by starting from high school. Okay. If you could kind of tell us who Chef Jules has been since high school up until the point today.
Okay.
So where did you do high school?
Oh, funny enough, I did a bit of high school back in Africa, West Africa, Ghana.
In Ghana? Which part of Ghana?
Ashanti region.
So you are Ghanaian?
So I like
Does
that
make you Ghanaian?
Does that make you Ghanaian?
My mother hails from Ghana, Ashanti region.
Nice.
Yes. So I'm half Ghanaian. Yes.
And the other half is from?
My dad is half Nigerian, half Jamaican.
Have you ever heard of such a mix?
I'm telling you.
I am telling you.
3 mix.
Sorry, while we're on that, oh my God, we
That's
met
good.
Chef Jules' dad last week. I have never
meet him?
been. We did.
Where was I?
I swear to God, that Friday was such a blessed night.
Oh my God.
The moment he stepped foot on that restaurant, there's something about your dad, seriously.
You We'll see him tomorrow.
Have you ever heard of a Nigerian Jamaican? Oh, he's so
telling
cool.
you, man.
I was like, yo, Jules, that's your dad?
He's my dad.
Oh my God, he's so cool.
Yeah.
And he made a very beautiful, wonderful, blessed lady who is sitting on this couch today. Yes. Now, do continue, please. Beg your pardon for interrupting.
I graduated here almost 2 decades counting. So December this year, I'll be 19 years in Australia.
In Australia. Mm.
Yes.
That's a
Did
decent
you
time.
come straight to Western Australia?
Funny enough, we did. And
You've been
I
here
must
ever
say,
since?
yes, I love
Did
it.
you come in straight from Ghana or
Yes,
you
we migrated
resided elsewhere?
No,
or?
we migrated straight from Ghana to here. Yes.
Amazing. Keep
Right, so
going.
yeah, a bit of high school here. Keep going.
And a bit of high school here. And then I did uni here, of course.
What did you study?
Community development,
Nice.
At which uni?
UWA.
Oh, you're a UWA girl.
Oh dear Christ, and he's got this
Oh my God.
hierarchies on all
Stop.
these different
It's
unis.
not
Don't
me.
go
So it
there.
wasn't
It's a
Joondalup
public.
ECU.
It wasn't ECU.
Yeah, it's one of the best schools. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
So they
UWA
say.
is
Yeah.
literally
So they
top
say.
end stuff.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I got shot at last time in the few episodes ago, listeners and viewers, when we had a guest on and they did community development or something from ECU.
Right.
And I kind of said that ECU is in the sticks. I take it back, ECU,
love
in
it.
case you ever want to employ me in the future. I don't downgrade you to be in the sticks. I just
love
think
it.
from the city, Joondalup is pretty far. But at the same time, you're building a city campus. So I take the words back. And when you offer me that employment, I'll be happy to accept it.
Okay, dear
So
me. I'm
back
sure
to
they
you,
forgive
Jules.
you.
They should.
I mean, there's a lot to say about.
Summarize it. So after UWA, did you get into exercising your degree or?
No, but let's know what she studied and what that entailed first.
Oh,
off.
okay. So Bachelor of Arts, Community Development. Pretty much when you hear it, you already will know what it is.
Yeah.
Developing the community.
In a way.
In which way?
In a lot of productive and positive ways.
Okay.
But I did not really enjoy it as a job,
Wow. But
be
you had
honest.
finished your degree.
obviously.
Okay, so why go through the finishing of the degree to a point where
And
now?
UWA is not cheap.
And
guys.
it's not cheap.
I
pretty
know. I did work a little bit within the field, and then I think I got bored, and I realized, hey, I got some hidden talents.
The hands.
What sort of hidden talent? Your hands?
She just threw her hands.
My fingers,
Yeah.
Magic hand.
the magic hands, the magic touch.
Yeah, let us know about that. What's the magic about your
What's
hands?
so magical about
Or
them?
magic in the hands?
But if I take you a little bit back,
yes, please.
just when I was growing up, I never thought I would even. This is funny, viewers. I was a spoiled baby growing up. If you were to tell me today I'll be in the kitchen cooking, I would not believe
Wow.
it.
Huh?
Wow.
That's one fact about this woman you need to know. But somehow, I don't know, life have its way of bringing good things together.
Yes.
And I realized it's my talents, and I embraced it. And that's how I think I found myself chefing, and I love it. I love everything. to do
How
with the
long have you
kitchen.
been chefing?
Ooh,
Did you jump from community development to cooking?
Yeah,
Or
like
was
how
there
did you
something
get
you
into
did?
chefing? I think you fast forwarded it too
I did fast
No.
forward it.
Too quickly.
too quick.
So I did a little bit of other minor jobs within the community, obviously. So I've done a lot of different things, you know. But personally, for me, I love being an entrepreneur. So I did exercise a bit of that, which I'm still exercising. I'm still kind of, emerging. So how I got into chefing and how long I've been in it, I would say counting 15 years now.
It's a decent time.
Yeah, 15 years.
15 years. I've been loving everything to do with food.
The other day we were talking off mic, and you had kind of mentioned that you were cooking at your home or something,
Yes, I was
and then
gonna
people
come
were
there.
coming.
Yes.
What is that about?
So that is, you call it, what do you call it? Pop-up.
Right.
Meaning
Yeah.
So I was in a pop-up restaurant
at your house,
at my house.
and people were coming.
And people were coming.
Oh,
and I
that's
have
interesting.
How
A
long did
live
you?
person to
was-
testify that.
I know. I
I was
was
the big
getting-
customer, isn't it?
Oh, wow. So you obviously go way
Yeah.
back with
I was a big
Chinedu
customer with her, yeah.
Oh,
in
really?
relation to...
Yeah.
Going to eat her food.
That was amazing.
How much was her food? Do you remember?
I was expensive. I was.
It
I
was
I
The price was
expensive.
high. But I'll tell you something funny. One day he told me, Sissy, it's a bit pricey for home. I said, bro, we need to find money.
That's
We're
true. That's the
hustling.
entrepreneurship coming
But they used
through.
to come and they would buy, right?
Yeah, it
They'll
is.
buy. Yes. A lot of
They
people
do.
can testify that in Perth. People come from Cannington even to buy.
Also, is that how you started chefing?
No, that's part of it.
How did you
That's-
start chefing?
That is, so I started chefing by doing catering. So I was doing catering within like small circles. Like, you know, you're my friend, you're doing your birthday.
Oh,
I'll do it
nice.
for you.
Yeah.
And at that time, I
nice.
wasn't charging. I was just doing it for the fun of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I'll
Wow.
do it. You
Okay.
know, you don't need to pay me anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing it to an extent I would even cook for people for free
Nice.
and just gift them.
Nice.
And I started realizing, this is good. They will come back with good feedback. We love your food. We love your food. You know, some of them will hype me, obviously.
Yeah.
I keep going, but they were good comments, to be honest. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And those comments kind of gave you the courage to keep going?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. So to my viewers, thank you all. For most of you that will be watching this, you've actually encouraged me.
Mm.
You are one of the reasons why I am where I am now and I'm still aiming to be higher. So yeah.
So one of the reasons why Chinedu is on the king is on the couch is because of the 4 people that are here, apart from me, this is generally Afro Authentic Cuisine that's sitting here. And Jules being the head chef of the operation. I've been in the game. I've been in the restaurant game before. The head chef is really important. You could have everything. You can have all the chairs, the tables,
Yeah.
have a menu, have everything. But the person that prepares the food or the team that prepares the food are really the lifeblood of a restaurant.
Exactly.
Because people don't come to a restaurant to listen to music.
No.
That's
all
You
about
know,
the
they
food.
come to eat the food.
good food, not just the food.
So
Good food.
let's do a bit of a fast forward here, and then please tell me, how did the two of you get together? Apart from the food at her house, which you were spending money for, but you're like one of the biggest customers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Linda is not in this game, in this
I wasn't there.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
About,
yeah,
you
it's just
know?
alright. It's true. Yeah, I think I know you for a long time. I like
From church, I think from church.
From church, yeah.
We go way back.
Way back ago, yeah. With I think
My husband
your
at the
husband
time,
at the
yes,
time. Yeah,
yes.
we used to work together.
That's right.
Yeah, I met you guys. Yes, I met you with him on the.
We were not even
shop,
working together.
yeah.
You offered my husband at the
A
time job. Yeah.
yeah.
So we go way back.
Way back. So that was a long time. Yeah. After the time, then you have a pop up in your house. Yeah, you say you have a restaurant,
And I remember we were having a drink and
Yeah, bro.
so I call Mr. Chinedu my brother. So
Yeah. I
for
don't
viewers,
think- yeah,
okay?
he's my bro, he's my
I always
sister,
say
yeah.
he's my brother. So today, just so you hear it again, I always
Yeah.
call him because I got high respect for this
That's
man.
nice.
And I honor him because he respects me as well. So
That's
we
nice.
do.
I like that.
I remember we were sipping on the drink. I don't know what we're drinking. It's like, Sissy, you really love cooking? I say, yes, I do, bro. He says, one day we could do business. And I'm like, really? He says, don't worry, I'll surprise you when the day
Tell
comes.
me exactly.
I'll call
It's
you.
good.
Yeah.
Voila.
You like, it's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a joke.
And I
just
was like,
chatting,
okay.
Hey, I love your food. You cook very well, So sometimes just after work, I have to call his house and buy food, keep for 3 days,
Yeah.
Okay, bulk buying.
Oh dear. You were a bachelor boy.
Wholesale.
I said,
What's all this
no,
keep for 3
I have to-
days?
I have
What is
to
they
buy
want
the
to cook for you
plant
at
I'm
home?
telling
What
you.
I was
Hey.
doing, man.
Well, you were not yet there,
not yet
Linda.
there.
So what was he gonna do? He needs to keep.
You were hiding in
I
the
was
still
very close to my
hiding.
house. You were very close to my house, so whenever I come back,
It was convenient.
Let me just go and Julie's house and pack food. I'll call her, hey girl, please, I need food.
Yeah,
that's
the
Give it
food.
for me, it's tilapia.
Sometimes the
with,
soup is small.
Yeah.
Sissy, you're my sister.
add more soup.
I like
I was
that.
funny, so I said one day, I said, girl, one day we're gonna open a restaurant and you're gonna be there for us, So wow, so it's okay. We just take it as a play, But when the time comes, I say, hey girl, since it's time is have right,
So how did that time come?
Yeah.
That was a bit of a
Tell us
surprise.
how
You
the
tell
time
us that,
came.
and then I'll give my
Yeah,
comment.
it's after I get married to my wife, so we are
You mean to Linda?
To Linda, yes. To my wife, you will not say. To my Lolo.
Lala.
So yeah, it was.
You're pulling his leg. You want him to say something.
I love hospitality.
He wants him to talk.
I love hospitality, to be honestly. So I love it so much. Something I like to be doing. I like to see people having fun and eating food. Even I know how to cook too.
Yeah.
I was going to say that for you.
I know how to cook. Yeah, I know how to cook. Yeah.
You're amazing.
I know how to cook. So I love, food, So I think after we get married here, so we are looking for something to say with as a family business to say, I said, okay. What do you think? My wife said, okay, we have to have, I love restaurants. Let's make a restaurant. Have a restaurant and a bar where people can come and chill. Not the restaurants. I was thinking about combining together, but I said, okay, whenever I see which one,
whichever works.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
So luckily we got this place, lunch and restaurant.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
both.
separate both of them.
Yeah.
So have fun. If you wanna eat, dine in, you can have space to relax and eat. You wanna have fun, you can come to the lounge.
That's right.
Do whatever you like. Have fun. Yeah. So that was it. So and the first that came to my mind, oh man, I have one sister
lady who can
who
cook.
can cook, and she can be the good for this.
Yeah.
I said to my wife, I think we went together. Yeah, she was the
did.
first time
you told me about
we come. Then she never know Julia. Say that always talk about just one sister, one my sister. She said, who is your sister? Okay, let's go together.
You need to go and see who this person is.
Sister.
Who is his sister?
The only funny thing that the only people are talking about this business that time. Some of them was laughing. Say, are you sure you're gonna open a restaurant? After that, they're gonna be closed down. Gonna be. Are you sure? I said, don't worry. I never been on. No matter anything, I will not close that. Oh, the one lady was telling me last time. Oh, are you sure you're gonna open African restaurant? How many restaurants, African restaurants, opened and closed, opened and closed? I said, man, I'm not gonna open and close. I'm gonna see the end of it.
Amen.
So if I start something, I would like to make it have perfect and see the end. Good. So end. That is a good end.
Well, what I can say about that part is I think I'm a bit jealous about the whole deal because you've got I can be honest about it, right? Like it's a podcast. So I am generally jealous about King here because though it's gender neutral, so to speak, there are two men here, two women, he has, in my opinion, in my mind, the best two women this side of Perth. And it's true. So the best wife and
the best sister life.
Yeah, the sister on the business, and they make the whole thing work.
Dynamic
Good dynamics.
So
it's a good dynamic.
And then also I must say, Akon was on this other podcast a few days ago, and he was talking about Africa and African entrepreneurs, and he said, quote and unquote, like I'm going to butcher what he said, but basically what he was trying to say was, they asked him who are the smartest people on the planet, and he says hands down Nigerians.
Right.
And in previous episodes, I was shooting Nigerians because we've had too many Nigerians on the podcast. But I am persuaded to agree with what Akon was saying, because Akon actually went out and said, I think the smartest people on the planet are Nigerians.
Yes.
And in a on the planet, yeah, full on.
In Africa.
No, planet.
That's what I was gonna say.
More than likely, even the smartest on the moon if there were people on the moon.
Exactly. Wow.
So, in agreeing with his statement, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because this gentleman is so smart that he has these two women making this whole establishment thing work. And hands down, hands down, this is some good quality stuff. Eh?
I believe
That's good,
so.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
So back to Jules, right?
Okay, back to me.
You have a birthday tomorrow. Today is the 20th of July, 2023.
yes.
Tomorrow we are graced with this very interesting party that we're going to celebrate.
Right here.
Our birthday, yes.
Yeah.
At the Afro Authentic Lounge.
It's gonna be a whole movie.
Movie, yeah.
The theme was Christmas in July.
Yeah,
The theme is Christmas in July.
You've invited a whole bunch of friends?
A whole bunch of good people.
I like that.
Yeah.
Associate.
When you start saying friends, it's a whole
No,
different
you can't be
kind
friends.
of conversation.
I was
is
your
it?
birthday last 2 years. Last 2 years.
Oh,
That
so you're
was my
friends.
big
Are you-
birthday.
Yeah.
Another big birthday.
That was my big birthday.
Yeah, that was a big birthday.
What
last
was it?
time.
What happened? And now I'm eager.
Huh?
Hey, aren't you curious? Because I'm curious to know. You're
That's
not
serious.
curious enough to know how. 2 years ago, they were going to birthdays.
What am I curious about? I know everything. He tells me everything. I am the wife.
I know this is my lovely sister. So,
So
yeah,
we're not
anyway.
saying anything. All I'm saying is,
No, she knows I'm a good
I know
sister,
so many
okay?
things. He tells me is what you're asking. Maybe you're not
No.
put in the loop, but I have.
I'm completely not in the loop, of
Okay,
course.
tell him you were in the party together. They had a house party.
She has seen pictures of it, so
So you had a big house party?
Yeah, she did have a
It
big
was really
birthday.
cool.
it was cool. I asked
Yeah.
him. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was 3 years.
It was
ago.
3 years
Yeah,
ago,
3 years.
4 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
But
big.
it
It
was
was
my
nice.
big
Yeah,
birthday.
it was nice. It was big birthday.
So now
yeah.
you're celebrating another big birthday.
Another big.
Another big birthday.
Do you want to let us know about the planning around your birthday? What do you envision? Okay, what's tomorrow's big birthday? Give me a theme. What do you
what is it about?
project? Are you excited?
Okay, so basically, it's a birthday that it's gonna bring like-minded people like myself together.
Love that.
I call it more. It's a birthday, but it's a businessy kind of birthday. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay,
You're
makes
like a
sense.
networking event,
Yes,
Just
Right.
networking, yeah.
yes.
networking opportunity.
Yes, because guys, my actual birthday was last week, so
Yeah,
we're
for
just
sure.
gracing
And
the
she's been
ceremony.
birthdaying for the last month. I told
Yeah, we
you.
heard
Child.
3 weeks.
I can't
Yeah.
get.
Oh, July
Once
was my
this,
birthday.
once this tomorrow one is
You
finished.
have seen a month of the
Hopefully
birthday.
tomorrow's will be the last
I
one.
don't think tomorrow's will be the last one,
Not
will
the
it?
last one.
Or are you gonna wait till the month is actually over to
To
Like
the
it
it
was
will
year,
be
July.
over?
to the year end.
I love it.
To the
Yeah.
end of the year. No, so tomorrow it's a wonderful day. Tomorrow's gonna be, I think, a best day. I don't know.
Amen.
Let's see what happens.
So how many people are you expecting tomorrow?
Maybe 50.
That's a decent amount.
That's a amount.
Yeah, it's
That's a
a
lot of
private
good
event.
friends.
Yeah, that's a lot
A lot
of
of good
friends.
people.
Good people. good
Like-minded
friends.
people.
Like-minded people. I like to use the word like-minded people. Not really friends.
Well, I'm also coming, and I believe you and I are like-minded. So
of course.
I'm pretty excited to come down tomorrow. I'll be, she demanded that I should put on a white blazer, by the way.
I love that.
So viewers,
Yes.
Mr. Cranston here actually initiated that I do my birthday.
Yes.
Just so you know. I didn't have any plan to celebrate this birthday this year. But thank you, Mr. Cranston. It's
Well, I
going good
thought-
so far.
It's going good, ne?
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Linda.
I didn't do anything. The hall is already there.
She's about to tush the hall up.
No,
tomorrow.
I know Miss Jules has always, admired, maybe if I can put it this way, when we have events and I put my little magic touches
Of
with
course.
the
So
decorating.
you're the one who
and-
does the
and-
decor? Because I've seen
I'm
a
the
few.
one who does the deco in most.
Of course.
On top of that, obviously, organizing the food and the packages, and sometimes you want to do it different, not the same old, same old. In saying that, she did say, "My birthday, you're the one doing it for me." So I was pretty much put on the spot to just do
Yeah.
it. But it'll be an honor because number one, I believe you deserve it, being a dedicated staff of Afro. Between me and you as your sister girl, when we did approach you to join forces for Afro or with Afro, you were never hesitant. You were very open to the idea. You were hardcore with us, from opening to closing to meetings to what to a lot of, situations that do happen when you're starting up. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was not easy. It was a lot of headache. It was a lot of stress. But how you always handle yourself. Me, I don't know how you're always so polite and you're so cool. Me, I would have been pulling my hair by now. Seriously, I love the way you handle yourself. Thank you very much. I had never known anything about Jules personally. Apparently, she knows a lot of people in my circle from back in the day, yeah. And apparently, we used to hang out in the same places. But why we can't quite figure out
know.
why we've never once crossed path or met formally is what I don't understand. Long story short, hubby comes, yes, we should start this business and we should do this and we should do that. And initially, the first person he thought of was Miss Jules. And he said, I've got this sister girl and she makes good food. And he sent me some of your photos. And I'm like, all right, we got to go meet this girl. Who is this sister?
Oh, okay. My photos.
Yeah, the
food
photos were out there. And Jules, you have blessed, amazing cookery skills, chefing skills, blessed hands. We as Cranston said, every restaurant needs a head chef, and you do that so brilliantly. The food here is amazing. When me and Chinedu started, I guess he's had experience, of course, you know, in the industry, owning his own restaurant back in Malaysia. Yep. But it's a whole different kind of worms. This Australian one is, wow.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot.
It's
different. But we started off not knowing or how we're doing it, but we are going with it. And like I said, just more doors opened. And what would we have done without Sister Jules? What if she said, I'm busy, I've got my own life?
Which she does.
Which she does.
I do have my
Out
life,
of many other things you do.
but cooking is one.
Cooking
part
is
of my life.
one part of your life.
It's
in
a
which
big part of my life,
Yes,
actually. I love
yes.
it. I love it.
So
I remember,
on behalf of
I've-
Afro Hour, I just want to thank you for that. And whatever whatever comes out of tomorrow, may it be blessed. May you have an amazing day. May it be worth it as far as us joining forces with you for your birthday. One that you'll hopefully remember. And we do want to do this for you from the bottom of our hearts.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
What I was going to say was, I've recounted this story on previous episodes. The first time I came here, I came with a lady friend of mine who insisted that we come here.
Nice.
My friend too.
It was your friend, yeah.
Ah, nice.
And then rocked up to this place. I'm like, Afro, what? Okay, it's all good.
Afro
what?
And then, you know, like,
Love
there's a
it.
bit of a door. Oh, it's a restaurant. Oh, nice. And then we go hard on what we had to talk about. And, I didn't want to see the menu. I was like, whatever, let's talk. And then Jules rocks up. You could tell she's coming from the kitchen and she's, you know, but the demeanor
Nice.
and the aura and the
Yes.
energy that she approached the table with, it was nice. It was welcoming.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to our space.
I love that.
How are you feeling on the hunger? What do you feel like eating?
Yeah.
Can we combine? And I look at the menu. It says egusi, what? You know, like
You're
the
very
things I
unfamiliar
don't
with
know. Yeah,
these dishes.
I know there's rice here somewhere. There's meat.
Oh,
there's
what's
chicken.
egusi? Don't you watch TikToks?
Oh no,
I
actually.
don't want TikTok.
But
Yeah. But
the
don't
way
you
the
watch
way
Nigerian movies?
No, I
like
don't.
The way
Egusi's trending, yeah?
the way she explained it,
I like that.
and then sort of took a moment to understand my palate, what I want to
Wow.
kind of eat,
I like that.
what my flavor could be,
I like
and then
that.
combining what I'm looking to experience and what's on the menu.
I like that.
So she then suggested maybe what you actually want is A, B, C, D. I was like, yeah, okay, fine.
I'm
'cause I don't
curious
know
what
what
that
egusi
was.
is.
For
It-
your
it
first
was-
taste,
It was
In,
so. This is
Western
what
cuisine.
she does.
Vegetable.
This is what she
You'll be
does.
shocked what it was.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot, Jules. Here.
God.
don't tell me you asked for those your South African meals.
No.
No, it didn't.
what
Hardcore.
what Jules does is she will force you to eat a dish like worth $40,
Yeah, I love it.
and then get you to what you actually want to eat,
I love it.
and then put egusi.
Now that's
like,
a businesswoman.
yeah. So
Love
by the end of it, I'm like 3 meals in one.
I
right? Like,
love it. Good job, girl.
3-1.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I feel like
Now you're
120.
talking. She's
now
got that
I
gift.
don't mean to say like it costed me more than I expected, but it's that journey. She led me through the journey, and I'm happy to pay because
It was worth it.
it was like
An
it was like a
experience number
dance.
one.
She didn't know that I had a bit of a background in the kitchen and stuff, right?
Right.
So I can watch this whole stuff, the whole game.
Yeah.
But the fact that she took me through a bit of a journey of options
Yeah.
and they were worth it.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So that's how to be honest, Jules is the reason why I was coming back and back and back.
Ooh,
Because I
like
felt she
that.
made me feel at home. She made
Oh,
me
that's
feel
nice.
welcome.
Oh, that's really nice.
And then also she was prepared to not impose a meal. Then you want this or then you want
Yeah,
that.
yeah, she
It was more like,
suggested it
okay,
and
so
told you why
start
you
from
should.
here. Maybe you can then
Yeah.
go here and then see how you go with the
Customer
palate.
Yeah.
service,
Yeah.
blessed hands. What
For
else do you
sure.
do, Jules?
Yeah.
What else do you
else
do?
do I
No,
You did say you
let me tell
started
what about food, about that's
Yeah, tell us. You've got more experience.
Yeah. You know, food is not about magic hand or whatever. You know, it can be cooked, but when you cook with love,
Yes.
with
When you
love,
cook from the heart. Yeah.
Yes.
that is where the sweetest it is. And that was that always about her. You know, when we cook, we are smiling. People are trying to people to know what you are doing. It's love.
Yeah.
It's a habit. You know, genuinely, that's it. And whatever you do, you have to come up with the sweet. You have to come up with it. That's fantastic and nice. You know.
Yeah.
So
I completely agree with that.
so that
And I
is
see
it.
that in her, like you'd have customers,
Yeah.
walk in and where is Miss
So-
Jules? And she'd be all the way on the other side, but she'd
She
still
cook with
spare that
love.
moment to come in and,
Yeah,
greet the
so-
customers and smile and
One
wave.
time I was there feeling, because then I think somehow I feel like I'm the center of, how a customer is.
Yeah.
I know the chefs. I want the chef. Whenever I come in,
Yeah.
the chef say, "Hey, yo, you're in."
Yeah.
So there I am. I'm walking. I'm like, yeah, Jules gonna recognize me and all that. She's gonna give me this
I
attention.
love it.
And then she just walked right past me. Hi.
I love it. You're part of the furniture now. Go away.
Exactly. To the other dude, the new guy, and his wife and kids and so on. So I'm like, okay, yeah, granted, you're going to sell a table for 4.
Yeah.
But I keep coming. Jules, what's up with our friendship
You're
here?
done.
What you
You're
mean?
done. You're done, Ski.
And then when she finally came, she's like, oh, Cranston, do you want some puffs?
I love it. But at least she offered something. Still within her.
You're not part of the
Still
clique.
within her
You're
scope.
not part of the clique.
Now I'm part of the
That's right.
furniture.
Part of the furniture.
Yeah, you're not part of the furniture. And we absolutely love you too, Cranston. So I think we make, when you say this is predominantly Afro, we welcome you. We feel like you are Afro too.
Of course.
Okay, you are definitely part of our team.
Yeah.
And
And
we
everybody
appreciate
can be
you.
part of it. If you really want to be part of Afro, Afro is
If
something
you're
for
into it, yeah.
It's internet for all continental for Afro, yeah. So we all guys are welcome to Afro. If you want to be part of us, that's all right. You're welcome.
One thing I'd like to say about that before we drift off is I always want to sort of echo the words that he says many times, to say it's a space for everyone. Not necessarily the Africans alone.
Yes.
But it's an Afro-centric, authentic
That's
space
right.
Yes.
where
Right.
you can come. If you're non-African and you would like to have a good African experience,
Yes.
this is the best place
Exactly.
to come.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've ever
And
wondered what
sorry for
Afro
interrupting.
cuisine is
I always
about.
say, because sometimes if someone will say, "Oh, is it a Nigerian restaurant?" It's not a Nigerian restaurant. No, please, don't miss. It's not a Nigerian restaurant. It's African restaurant. It's a restaurant, Afro. So
Yeah.
anywhere the part of Africa you are welcome. You can any of your food. Those are like this lady here. She can cook any part of African
Yes.
food.
Continental.
So not only West Africa, East Africa, West, North Africa, we
South
are here,
Africa.
Central,
And
whatever.
even though you come up with whatever requests,
can-
whether you are diabetic or
call
whether
us,
you like, you don't do
yeah.
carbs or you
Special-
don't do
Anything.
special
a
diet.
she just comes up with a
Yeah.
particular something from her head.
Vegetarian, you
Find
want
something
vegetarian
in that
African,
kitchen and
we
she
to
makes
you.
it delightful.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian, gluten free,
Yeah, gluten.
halal,
All you need
anything
to do
you
is
want
come
to
with
call
your
it.
wallet.
Let's go with your wallet. That's it.
Come
Yeah, when you whatever you do, come with your special request, but bring the wallet.
Yes,
Exactly.
right.
Of course, we need those beautiful wallets.
Yeah, for sure. Then you will get your money's worth.
Now, well, I would like to. I'd like to know you more. Exactly. I was trying to touch base on that because you did say you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
Yes, not only are you a chef.
Okay.
What else do you did say you're a woman of many talents to some degree. But what else do you do or strive to do?
Okay. Well, first, I really love the community, as in general terms. So anything that will bring people together, you'll find me there.
I like it.
In terms of my productive aspect, my social aspect, whether you're talking about grooming the young girls, educating them, teaching them a good ways to do things so that they can become a good person when they grow up, you'll find me there. In terms of my career, as we speak, I'm working on a couple of projects. One of them that is already on grounds is I'm a provider. So I'm an NDIS provider as well, as well as chefing.
For the listeners and viewers, NDIS stands for the National Disability Insurance Scheme.
Right.
It's a very big disability service operation
Yes.
across the globe, but the biggest operation around the world is in Australia.
Nice.
That's right.
And a lot of people in Australia very much understand it to the point where people just mention those 4 letters and they understand what it is.
Yeah.
The
NDIS,
NDIS.
exactly.
NDIS.
NDIS.
Continue.
So I got into that just 1 year now, to be honest.
Nice.
Yeah, so I just clocked 1 year last month.
Oh wow!
I'm
Congratulations.
pretty new, and I'm loving it. It's me and two other guys. So one of my business
Must
partners-
it be guys? How?
So guys, I'll get to that part why you hear me saying guys in terms of my opposite gender.
Right.
I click better with them. So
Right.
in terms of my business skills, where I'm going in life, I always partnership with my opposite gender.
If you could lean back into the microphone.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're listening.
Yes, so I'm working on that slowly and steady. It hasn't really picked up yet, but yeah.
The NDIS side of your business.
And the other side of my business.
What does that entail, owning your own NDIS business? Is it like finding clients, or
Yeah, it's
as
a
they call it,
it's I wouldn't use the word
Participant?
Participant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I remember
client,
that.
participant.
Yeah.
You got it right. Yeah, so I'm on a level where we are believing to get participants in WA. So WA is the second branch. So
Oh.
the first branch is located in Melbourne, Victoria. So here I'm pretty new here. So
oh wow.
hopefully we'll get something. It's a
Oh,
surprise.
you do.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
You will, knowing your magic hands. But whatever you
Yeah.
do, bring them down to Afro Authentic, you know?
That's
Of course,
it.
of
If
course.
you get any of these participants and then you kind of, community. I'm in that space a little bit as a consultant, so I do know the
Right.
words and stuff. If you want
Of
to
course.
build some kind of community participation activity or an exercise, you could always flavor it after Africa, and you can bring them, for an Afro Authentic
Most
experience.
definitely.
Cooking pounded yam.
Exactly.
Pounded yam, I love it. Now, yeah, that's something to look into in the future, as in very soon.
That's good.
Beg
We
your
look
pardon. I
forward to
think the
that.
production team are saying just have your microphone a bit closer to your mouth.
Okay.
Yes. See
Sorry,
that angel
guys.
voice, guys. That angel
My baby voice. Yes.
Right.
So,
So it's been great. Thanks a lot for coming onto the show. What we will do is after this recording, we will jump into tomorrow.
okay.
And then for the viewers and listeners who have followed today's story, we'll also show them how tomorrow went, how tomorrow will go.
Yes, on a later pod.
Yeah, on a
You're
later
recording it, yeah?
episode and so on.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what you're wearing. You got your dress.
Yeah.
You got
She's
your
got-
outfit.
I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. She whispered to me. what she's
Oh
gonna
my
do.
God!
No,
Can
that's
you
a lie.
stop
What do you mean?
What did
it's
she
a
say?
podcast
do that. She doesn't
exclusive.
know.
Tell me now.
No.
No.
You told me
Don't
for
you
real.
even go there.
But you can
Chris.
tell him and not me.
So what are you
He's my
gonna
best
wear?
friend. It's a white party.
Everybody wearing white?
White and classy affair.
Oh.
Okay, so wait.
Somebody gonna wear white too?
Yes, boss. You have to.
Everyone is.
Yeah, I've been
wearing
forced to
white.
put on
Yes,
some kind of
bro.
white tomorrow.
But you
so
didn't even
yeah.
explain the theme, to be honest.
No, but wait,
Then we were talking
I'm
about it.
coming. So it's Christmas in July, so it's Christmas theme. It's meant to be a Christmas theme, but I don't know, somehow Mr. Creston and I decided it was gonna be a white party. So
The Winter Wonderland side of things.
Yeah, the Winter
Because
Wonderland.
they
yeah.
tried to, obviously, we tried to combine the winter. And I don't know how the Christmas in July came about. Is it because you're a July baby? I don't know. I think it was a discussion between me and you one day.
it just
And that just clicked. Like,
was-
why don't you do a Winter
I
Wonderland
think
slash...
it was strategic. It didn't really.
Yeah.
it was kind of strategic, to be honest.
That's
yeah.
good. I haven't had that since Christmas in July.
That's a
Apparently,
different
we are the
thing.
first
Yeah.
people about to
Yeah.
host this party.
I'm
And
There's,
telling
um,
ya,
It's Christmas in
that'll
July.
be nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking forward to. So one time I was in Sydney, right? And then there's this little village out of Sydney, very far, 4 hours out of Sydney,
Oh dear, that's
and we had to go like in the
Spooky,
sticks,
spooky.
yeah.
Who is
story.
that?
Oh,
And then
Battles?
we went so far in, and then I walk into this shop for food, and it said Christmas in July.
wow.
I'm like, so I took a photo and sent it to her immediately, like, hey, check.
I sent you that.
She
photo.
didn't know that it was all the way out.
No, send it to me.
And then she's like, how did Linda know?
I didn't know anything.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was like
No.
a decoration.
She literally thought that was one of your ideas.
No, not at all.
gave you all the
I think it's because
praises.
you're a July
Yeah,
baby.
you did
and-
give her all
gave
the
her the
praises.
praises.
But I didn't want to ruin it, so I just said,
You're bad.
Great.
yeah, this is going to be such a good party.
Love it. Well,
Did
I
you say,
can't
Yeah,
wait.
Christmas in July?
Yeah, it's
You
Christmas
can't-
in
yeah,
July.
Christmas in July, Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland.
I hope people read it properly.
Oh, yeah, that's a killer poster. I'm sure they read it properly.
Thank you, Cranston, for coming up with that beautiful flyer.
You're most welcome.
and you Cranston and charging every flyer. What is going on?
Okay, let's go on that one.
This
talk about
business
that.
man.
No, it's all good.
He even charged me.
What
He
is
charged me, guys.
Did I do be like, yeah, I paid Cranston. I'm like, what?
What you paying him?
What are you paying again?
That's a business, man. That's business.
There's gotta be a way of dealing business and family.
B2B.
So,
I do for you, you do for me.
yeah,
Scratch my
let
back,
me
both of
explain
us
it.
every
Yeah, for
time.
sure. You've heard me say this before. It's more like a membership fee.
Right.
I've already paid those membership fees like 5 times.
Another strategy.
Well, it's 5 years. I mean,
And you
each
know what?
year-
Next time, talk to me. Don't talk to Chinedu. Because he is very much into yes. I
Yes,
did, I
yes.
did.
Not
What
Chinedu
do
is
you
the
expect the
worst
poor
one
man
for
to do?
payment.
Not to
You
pay?
faster than he does.
No.
You don't want him
You
to
tell
pay?
him jump and he just does it.
Not at all.
He's a businessman.
Chinedu, may that come from me next time.
Not at
I'll
all.
be like, Cranston.
Chinedu, I can give him up to like 15 invoices. He'll be like, yeah.
Yeah. I'll pay.
He will pay the first one.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
coming.
like, what? If it's like based on priority, you pay the first one when you send him invoice number 18.
Then you pay the
You
15
pay
one.
the- by the time we get to
for you.
15, I think he's even a different business. Now he's back in Malaysia. He's got a restaurant chain everywhere.
At least he answered he was going to pay.
Man, yeah. The other day I was like, now this is probably not meant for the podcast, but I was, doing my thing, and he quietly snuck into the DM. He says, "Oh, by the way, if you need any money, just let me know."
Excuse me.
I was like,
Where is free money coming from?
Yeah, it was quiet for
Money amongst
Why you so
themselves.
You're just giving away
No,
money.
That's a true story. Listen.
Yeah, we are discussing. I said, why because it's so quiet? You don't want to release
Oh,
it.
so you're bribing
That's
him.
okay. Let me just give him a
Let me
hint.
Nah,
give him some
Why
vibe.
is it quiet? Is it money? Let's say.
Is it money?
No,
Okay,
what
give him
about
money.
is that you don't want to be. I don't know. You don't want to be.
You don't like to
Say
say it from your
what
mouth.
you want.
Like, yo, give me the money first before we do this deal. You have to say it.
Yeah.
I always do though.
According to him, he has to.
You
I don't
too
know.
polite.
This one time I'm shocked. I'm looking at a message like, "Hey, how?" I didn't respond that right there and then. I let it fly for a few days.
140. I said 140. I said kebab.
That's 140.
Hey, IG.
Would I give him 200?
I don't want to call maybe 1,000 or 2,000.
Hey, you killed us.
140.
No, simple.
That's all. You have
I
it.
love it.
It wasn't even my money. So it's not like I was claiming for my money. I
You
was
two
paying for
have got
someone
an
else.
amazing collaboration, dynamic duo.
You did well, by the way.
Yeah, really about I was
Friendship.
expecting more.
No, I understand.
I was expecting more.
Because when I was thinking, how do I
ask you for
respond?
more?
I was like,
Like 250.
should I put like 400 bucks,
1,000.
Okay,
700?
let's say he said 250 or 500. Would you just go back?
I was give him
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah.
This
man
is a
said, what's
businessman I'm
Say
dealing
what
with.
was- say, yeah.
But
Millions businessman.
the goodness with me, I don't mean to blow my own horn. I didn't take advantage of it.
No, it's good, of
yes,
course.
yes.
We,
Yeah.
we would
You're
never
good
work
in
with you
that
if we thought that.
aspect,
Yeah,
So,
nah,
yeah,
I don't
definitely
milk
not.
any cows or anything like that.
No, of course.
If
We
if
agree.
he felt obligated to kind of, open my mouth with money,
Yeah.
I wouldn't then say, "Hey, listen, send us
Like that
7,000."
emoji.
No.
With the money.
I love that one.
Ah,
No,
dear.
no.
Can you
no.
open my mouth with money?
He already did.
come on.
How? Did you see that wedding ceremony? What do you mean? Can you open your mouth? King, I'm with you on this one. I saw the party that I didn't come to hear.
Oh, you see the party?
Yeah, the party.
I don't have enough.
People were changing outfits. I'm like,
Don't
what?
worry, coming.
Oh, dear me. I love it. But yeah,
So, for the viewers and listeners, this is generally the vibe that you get for Afro Authentic,
that's the thing.
knowing the
The
people
good
that are
vibes.
here, and
and vibes.
Vibes and vibes.
the way that usually translates, it's into the business. So, the three people that are sitting on the couch today have a very good way of translating that vibe into a customer experience.
I like
That's
that.
right.
It's not cheap, and I mean it's Riverside vibes. Of course, it can't be cheap, but at the same time, for me, I can speak for myself. I don't
affordable.
mind.
It's
Very
affordable.
It's affordable, everyone. Yeah.
I don't mind paying for it because that experience,
worth it.
is well worth it.
Of course.
Yes. Well, we're very affordable. What you mean?
It's affordable to be honest.
so
To be honest,
cheap.
I remember when I used to. I want to.
so cheap, but we're
Yeah,
affordable.
affordable.
Well, you're not cheap though.
Oh, in which
we're
way?
not cheap.
As people,
In
of course.
I can answer that.
Cheap is not the word.
An average for someone who doesn't know, FYI, average meal alone, if you come with like a friend or a family, that's different. average meal, expect to spend food and drinks between $60 and $100.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
You don't?
Okay, let's go food on itself.
Okay,
Well, it
say
depends.
Very
The
generous.
person is alcohol. If you're doing alcohol,
no, not
No,
really.
no, alcohol.
Let's
Our meals
break
are
it.
very
Let's break it down.
generous.
So 35 for
average.
a meal.
Average 35.
With drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
So-
decent.
It is though.
With
I'm not
alcohol?
saying it's too much.
Even
soft
with
drinks?
alcohol, let's say a pint or
$20.
a couple of
Yeah,
soda
with
things.
alcohol, yeah. With alcohol, 15,
That's
50,
all
yeah.
$5, even the most
Oh,
expensive.
with
So
wine?
a beer is like $12, right?
60. I said 60.
I have average 3 drinks with a meal.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have 1 drink and 1
Yeah,
meal.
yeah, of
You know
course.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You're looking at about 30, 35.
Yeah, 30
for
and 30,
that.
60,
That's
65,
fine.
70.
And then a
yeah.
meal, another 30. That's very decent.
It is. Of
So
course
what's all
it
this?
is.
They're not cheap. I mean, they're not.
Well, you're not $15, right?
Oh my god.
There are
Is there
places.
meals for
That
$15?
was
Yeah.
food court. No, that's for food
That's
court.
food court, man.
Yeah, that's my point though. Food is
courts are
food.
rising.
Even food
Yeah,
court
they
are
are
rising.
raising their
To be honest,
Me, I'm
no,
telling
the
you,
things are really
this
going
food has
high.
got face. It should even be more expensive.
It
I'm
should.
telling you.
I'm happy to pay more for
Seriously.
it. Yeah.
I have literally compared it and contrasted it with other African restaurants. I'm sorry, but the food is
I love it.
10 times more delicious. 10 times more.
I'm gonna cut you there
face.
for a second. I'm going to cut you in agreeing with you
Yes.
because last year, Yan did kind of interrupted a little earlier for rep culture, but she's gone. We had attended the Sydney Fashion Week last year, and then top on our highlight list was to go to Little Lagos.
Yes.
I don't mind mentioning names. It's
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
podcast. You know what I mean?
Just
And
sure that's
I
what
was thrown into this program. You know, Monday we do this, Tuesday we do that, la la la. So it was a Thursday, and we had a very long program on that Thursday, and it was ending in having dinner at Little Lagos. I was like, oh, cool. So we're gonna do all of
excited,
this
African
stuff and then end up in
restaurant.
the African restaurant.
Yeah.
How we go to this place though?
I love this.
The way you've just.
Hey,
This man.
Let's hear you.
All right, let's go, brother.
I'll be honest.
All
Yeah,
right,
no,
we're
go ahead.
listening. We're
So
listening.
I'm looking forward to this thing. We go there. It's a tiny little corridor.
Well, it says Little Lagos.
It is
Love
little.
it.
Literally. In fact, it should be called like anyway.
Tiny.
But Little Lagos is fine.
Little
So it's a little bit of a room like this, right? Like a straight room like this, with tables and chairs on this one side,
Oh dear.
and then there's like a kitchen and a sort of
Where's this
counter
flying?
at the end of this one room, right? And it's front facing, so it's on the street, and then there's a glass, and you can see this little thing. And their food is expensive for that little experience.
Yeah.
The staff. This is an absolute honest account. It's an honest review. I am not being biased towards Afro Authentic, but I will give them the flowers that they deserve.
Thank you.
course.
Their staff were rude.
Wow.
Yeah, we were a group of 6 people.
Wow.
This is
All right, that's an easy $1,000 if you know
Sydney,
how
this
to.
is-
If Jules was handling
Yeah.
6 people,
Yeah.
we would have
that's
paid a
good
bit more money.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're like, what do you want? Egusi. She just blurted out these names,
Yeah.
taking it for granted, like I know what the
You
hell
know what
it
they're
is,
talking
right?
about. No form of customer
And
service.
no customer
explanation.
service, and it was more like, hey,
Understanding.
you're disturbing me, so can you eat and leave?
Oh,
That's how we felt.
That's not.
So
a
we were sat
experience.
down, and then I'm like, lackluster. Okay, let's see this food. The numbers were not making sense. By the time because she was rude,
Yeah.
and we didn't
The
feel
experience
welcome.
was already
So even the
off-putting.
food was like meh,
Not even.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
Makes
tasting.
sense.
you know. Now that's my first sort of
Take on it?
experience with Nigerian food.
Right.
Then I came here with a little bit of that when I came here. Oh, they cook
Wow.
like predominant Nigerian. Another one of those experiences.
I
And
love
then
it.
Jules rocks up and makes it all the more worth it.
Oh, nice.
The
you.
direct opposite of what should have happened at Little Lagos in Sydney is what
Nice.
she does here in WA.
I like that.
And then, long story short, here we are. I'm always coming back
I like that.
because I feel like
You're part of the
I
team.
count,
Of course. I
right?
like that.
It's good.
So
to
Little
know.
Lagos,
feel like you
nah, -5. If there was one negative review, the first negative review would be Little Lagos from me.
Wow. So you've just come back from Sydney
Yes, I'm back again
this
from
time
Sydney.
around, couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe last week.
On
So did
Saturday,
you end up
today's like Thursday, a few
revisiting
days ago.
Maybe
the
I'll change it
restaurant?
there, you know.
I went there.
And how was it this time? Do you think it was an improvement? Do you think different staff? Do you think
The thing with first impressions is that they stick.
Oh,
Sticks.
yeah. So
Like
you're
a
still coming with
scar.
that mindset.
Yeah. So when I did go in there, I'm going there thinking I found a so much better place than this crap that you all are doing.
Like
I'm
You
just
know?
eating.
like now I'm just eating.
Yeah, like, look, let's just come here because I
Fill my
told
tummy.
Linda that I was gonna go there, and then Linda says, "Hey, please go there." You know,
on
so
photos.
it was because
photos.
I didn't take photos because my phone would go off. I don't know what those photos could do to my phone.
What do you mean?
It means it's that bad. I'm not interested to take photos.
Oh, I get you.
Okay.
So then, so it was still not as good second
The
time around.
first impression
That was it.
is a lasting impression.
Wow.
So whether they were good or not, I wouldn't know.
No, I get you. But also, you're so used to afros.
Afro Authentic
deliciousness.
nails it all the
Can
time.
Can I just add a little bit of spice in there?
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
beautiful viewers, you heard it from Mr. Cranston. Make good impression when you see people.
Whatever you do the first
Godless
time.
business, social, families,
It's
good
true,
impression.
Shine.
It's very important.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
you
mean,
don't-
I
you
also
just
remember
don't know.
the first time I came here I think we kind of messaged or something.
Oh,
about
it was
on-
a phone call. You rang me
yeah.
Right.
as we had not yet opened. The opening, we had changed up the opening times because initially on Sunday we were opening at 12.
Yes, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, what's
And this was when we were first starting out and we were trying to find our feet.
Yeah.
And Cranston literally rang the business line and I answered it. And he's like, "You guys are not open. It says on your voicemail you open by 12." Of course, I
On a
am starting
Sunday.
a new business.
On
I
a
have not
Sunday.
I've not come to that point of changing business hours on the phone compared.
That's
But
right.
online, it did say we were opening at 3 because we had extended the hours.
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing Sundays,
Yeah.
people go to church, maybe people whatever.
Can I say something about that phone call?
Yes.
You were very polite. You had said, "Well, have you checked online?" I was like, "Yeah, it says 3." But your voicemail
Says 12.
says 12. And then you said, "Yes, we apologize for the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
However, I can have someone come earlier."
Yes.
Which you
That's
didn't, but it's
good.
okay.
Yeah.
I was the last
I
person
rang
to
Mama
eat.
G. Mama G. Not kidding.
But the way you kind of handled, I was upstairs, you know.
oh yeah, wow.
So
Like I'm sitting
the way
outside
you,
waiting.
yeah, like
I'm
what's
who's
happening?
this?
It's a Sunday.
This man.
But I was very polite.
Very
despite.
polite.
You can be.
You
Those are
promised that
first impressions
somebody.
you're talking
Yeah,
You can be
exactly.
polite.
Look, what I can do though is I can have someone come in a bit earlier for you. Is that okay? I was like, no, but it's fine. You know, I didn't say no to you, but I thought because others would say, look, hey, we open at 3.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like take
and
it or
brush
leave
me
it.
off.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
But you
yeah.
were like, look, there's a possibility that I could have someone come in a bit
Exactly,
early for you.
exactly.
Can you wait?
Yes, exactly.
Well, it didn't happen though. But the
fact
fact
that I
that you offered it,
Yeah.
I was like,
Customer service, check.
one time we
But
in. I can wait for 2
nah,
hours.
That was an amazing conversation. I still remember that actually.
Yeah.
I feel like when you introduced yourself, you came through as a cocky customer. Sorry.
I know. I mean,
But in saying that, I feel like you were
love it.
testing me out.
And they
Some
do
customers
that.
do test you out.
I always tell you that. They do.
And you have
Yeah,
a
they do.
you have
They
a
do
thing of
test
testing us
us.
out.
Yeah,
Because
just to
remember when you
see.
first
The
saw
our
Salem,
reaction.
yes,
and
They
you
do.
Salam, sorry, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
were literally
So, but honestly, that's
you
what
told her to make up something out of anything.
customer did that
That's
to
not
you?
in the
I'm
menu. I'm like,
telling
who is
you,
this guy?
my God.
Some of them
That's
can be
one funny
interesting.
customer. Oh my God.
you know
Which
what
customer?
Jules did?
Uh-huh.
Jules actually did it.
She did.
She
and
went
executed
out of
it.
her way, and I think I gave her like a huge tip or something like
Yeah,
that.
you
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
Because-
that's it.
because
We're not
you-
gonna go there. Tomorrow we'll talk about that one.
I love it.
It takes a special someone to think outside. She was within. She knows her stuff in the kitchen. She knows what she has and what she doesn't have. But within the customer request, she found a way in which to balance it to make me feel that she's gone
Yes.
out of her way.
Exactly.
But at the same time, she literally just cooked the stuff that she had.
Exactly.
But what can
Exactly.
you say about that? Did you think I was trying so much, or it came natural? Because for me, I think mine is natural. I don't.
It's
It's not like I'm imposing it on you. Like
No.
it's a must. It's natural for me.
It-
I
it's-
do that with
it's
all
more
customers,
like-
actually.
Yeah, you do.
in answering your question. It's more like I am concerned about your concern.
That's right.
I like
What's
that.
your concern?
That's
No,
how
I
it
think I
should
don't
be.
want. I've eaten everything on the menu. I want something
Right.
different. Okay. What I can do is A, B, C,
Nice,
D.
I like that.
You know what I mean? So it's somebody who is ready and willing to help, ready and
Yes.
willing to serve.
Exactly.
And it's a very tiny difference. Sorry, little Lagos, but you don't have that.
You need to come to
no,
Western Australia and
Come
speak to
learn
the
something
Yeah,
from
so
me.
honestly, sometimes
I'll teach you.
so honestly,
You can't. sorry, Chinedu, you can't teach someone that stuff.
That's
Someone
true.
has it in them already.
Of
It's
course,
inbound.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
inbound.
It's
Yeah.
inbound.
Yeah.
And that's really the difference between a lackluster restaurant like
Yeah.
Little Lagos or a successful restaurant operation like Afro Authentic.
Amen.
The
I
main
like that.
difference is the fact that you guys are welcoming enough.
I like that.
You know, if you understand that you are a position where you want people to come, you also understand that there'll be different types of people that will come.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
We
So
need
so
that
then
too, a lot of
you then also understand to say, we may have the same chicken, igusi, whatever, but what's your palate and how can we do with what we already have
That's right.
to try and satisfy your palate? Not to say, hey,
Exactly.
we don't have this ABC. What we have is ABCD
then
and that's
just,
it.
Yeah, let it be. No,
know?
we always try and strive to meet the customer's need.
Put a bit of
You know, can we
twist.
try this or can we try this or you know, check the kitchen. Do we have this?
Do we have
not
it? Yeah.
that?
I can give you kudos. I can give you flowers as well. There's one time, so Juliet has this really, chili sauce thing. I think it's like onion based or something.
Yeah,
But I
one
don't
of
wanna
the
get
magical
into it.
spicy sauces.
And then
like
I ordered, I think you got introduced chips or something. And then I ordered, and I had told you if I
Yes.
could have like a different dip.
I remember
that I
that.
can
Oh, yeah, that
mix.
dip that actually went well.
Yeah. So the fact that you didn't think I was being ridiculous.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, okay, you want to make
That's
some
what
dip
you
thing?
want. Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
What did you
Do we have it in the
I
kitchen?
gave
We
him
do.
some
So
sort of, it was like
there's like a garlic aioli kind of
garlic aioli,
Right.
creamy sauce,
Yeah.
and you wanted to dip it.
with
your
with her
spicy
sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear, that would
And
taste
you got me
good.
hooked on that too. But yes,
That tastes good. I've tried it like that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta give the customer what they want. And if we don't have, we try to make
a
something
way,
happen
yeah.
or something similar.
Let me also say this as we go. So remember how I've been bothering you for nuts all the time? Like, hey, what kind of
Oh,
nuts
that
do you
one
have?
you're not
Cashews. Really? I'm not getting? One day when the both of you were not here.
Oh, what happened?
And
Stop it.
so I come here and I'm doing my thing, and then she's being nice and stuff. And then, I was I think I had a
I'm
meeting or
naturally
something.
nice.
And then I told her, yeah, do you have some nuts?
Love it.
She went and brought these pecans. I swear to
She
God.
went and brought,
yeah,
like it
from
was
the
just
kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Like it's just there waiting for me.
How? For yourself or your
Share
snacks?
with him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
And then she brings them out. I'm like, you know what? Pecans, guy. What do you?
He was so
Not just
excited.
peanuts, eh?
No, it's
She want to step
I'm
above.
a chef.
Okay, look, I don't like nuts around the restaurant or egg or any allergies. I don't want wahala. So I try not to introduce any kind of nuts here, please.
It's true.
I don't want to go that
from a
extra step.
from a customer's. That's you from a restaurant owner's
Yes.
perspective. From a customer's perspective, I felt extremely special.
Oh,
I felt as though the whole spotlight, all the attention was on me.
nice.
And I wasn't given some cheap groundnuts. I was even given
you were
pecans.
given pecans.
And she was like, "Oh, smiley, you know how Jules does
I
it."
left some, but I died.
I like
Forget
that.
it.
So
I'm
for
like,
you,
don't
it
have
was
it.
just like, give.
Yeah.
But for me, though, it really accounted towards the general and the overall experience, and that's why I still come back.
And it was the same week. I think we spoke about it.
Yes,
I
about the
know.
whole nuts thing.
But I love nuts, so I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'll eat some.
She said it. She likes
Hey,
nuts.
I won't even say anything about those nuts.
So that's all right.
I love peanuts. God.
Yeah, be specific.
I
Which
love
nuts?
it. Exactly. Which kind of nut?
I did not say it that way. I didn't
nuts?
mean it
These
that way.
You said it.
Okay, people. I think we should wrap it up. What do you think? We've had an amazing
We had
chat.
a great conversation.
And you all look very
Casual and nice. Yeah.
you all look very nice, beautiful. Dabba, Cranston.
I'm
Where's
in.
this suit from? Today you didn't tell us the expense of your suit. He's always telling me his shoe, his silk
Oh, for
shirt.
sure. Yeah, I had Persian silk.
He had
Which
Persian
I
silk
got-
last
which I
time.
got
oh.
there for-
Well, today you're looking very exquisite.
I think
I think this is one of my favorite suits. This
You
is one
reckon?
of my favorite.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's a nice color.
Is-
Yeah.
I like how you
love blue.
packaged them
And
Blue
today.
is my favorite color,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, you have to mention this gold watch too.
I this
right?
gold watch now. We need
Yeah.
to buy you a Rolex.
I think deep down inside, no, I do have a Rolex. I just don't put it on because I'm like, I am not a rap artist.
I love
But
All right.
if you put on a Rolex, like, you automatically think like you're some hip hop guy, and then
it.
hey,
You know, with like all
Rolex.
these blings on
Yeah,
your teeth.
nah, none of
I
that.
love it. You should
But,
try it.
I would like to give. You see, there's this thing about flowers,
Yes.
and human nature and society gives you flowers when you're dead. So they bring all these
Yes.
roses when they put on your grave.
Yes.
And then for those of us and many people around the world who are like us. We prefer to give you your flowers whilst you're
I
alive.
like that.
Which
I
is
like
very
that.
good.
Right? So, on the couch today, seeing that it's predominantly Afro Authentic, Jules, we give you your flowers, man. You're pretty good at what you do.
Thank
Yeah,
Can we
large
actually
part.
give her a flower? Crankster.
I'll get her. Tomorrow's her birthday.
Just give her one for now.
Can
Yeah,
you
you
not
are
do
representing the flower
tomorrow?
you're
Stop
giving.
it. Tomorrow, don't you overdo it. You know I'm
No,
shy.
I will do what I do.
You know I'm shy.
Yeah,
I'm
be
not
like,
too sure about not overdoing it. Just make sure Ayo brings the camera. But you're an amazing overall. Outside of being a great chef and bringing your whole self to work all the time, and
Right.
you're making all the customers happy, and
Dedicating
we
your
are
time for
pretty
Afro.
addicted
Afro.
to your personality.
Yeah, that's what.
And
I've
then
always
also-
said.
But I've been told my personality is very addictive. So.
Yeah,
Whatever that
it
means.
spreads in the food. You see.
It's from your dad.
I think it's not
Yeah.
like that.
that
But
is
mine too is very
No, that's a very
charismatic.
jovial. It's a
He's
very
so
jovial man,
It's a
yeah.
jovial man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is,
You see
yeah.
him tomorrow,
I
he'll
know,
be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah, you see him
I think I
dancing.
know your dad before. No, I think yeah.
I don't know, maybe you
I know
did.
your dad
Maybe
a
you
long
did.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
So
cool.
which part of Nigeria is he from?
Benwin State.
Benwin.
Benwin
So he's
State,
no
yeah.
Igbo man.
Oh my God, don't even go there with me. He speaks Igbo,
He
Yoruba,
speaks
and
Igbo, he speaks
Hausa.
everything,
He said he
yeah.
speaks 5 different languages.
Yeah.
It's very good.
He's so good.
Yeah.
And funny enough, viewers, the state of which dad is from, they have this like food, or everything to do with food is coming from that state. So next time when I
Nice.
come back, I'll tell you more
Yeah,
about it.
that's all right. Yeah.
So maybe.
Maybe there's a bloodline going
That's
through.
how it's happening.
So my
never know.
food thing actually came from my dad's side, not my mother's side. So dad also is a great cook.
There you go. I say there's a lot of these.
Yes.
Oh,
so
okay,
I got
that's
it from
right.
my father's side.
Yeah.
I don't know
heritage-
if it's like
yeah.
a bloodline
It's a
connection.
bloodline.
You don't know how
It started
a
from his
trait.
mother.
Yeah.
And you never know. Maybe
Started,
that's
no,
why
it
you're
didn't
a
started
chef.
from his mother.
Yeah.
So my grandma those days, apparently those many years ago, before even my dad was probably born, she had a lot of restaurants. So
There you
All
go.
right.
It's following through. That's the
Hey.
plan.
So we're in the right place at the right
Yeah.
time.
Right, the
Boy,
points.
this is the
Yeah.
right place
And the
at the
point,
right
I
time
like
with
that.
the right
At the point.
people.
The point.
At
the
Nugget
point.
Junction.
That's it,
Let's
Nugget
not forget,
Junction.
represent.
With the right
Well,
consultant,
listeners-
Mr. Cranston.
And viewers, thank you so much for joining us on this Afro Authentic special edition, where we were
Yes.
celebrating Jules and her great work.
Amen.
And of course, King Chinedu and Queen Lolo down there, my co-host.
Yes, so
For having the fortitude to remember. It takes knowledge to remember someone who done well,
The one and only Lolo in bed.
but it takes wisdom to employ that person that you remember.
Nobody else.
So thank you once again, and join us for the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, put a comment, and then you can
Yes.
donate some money to Jules, who will receive
That's
it
it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For her birthday.
for her trust fund.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank
And
you
always
once
swing
again.
by to
See you guys in
Afro.
the next
Watching,
video,
eh?
you know. So
See you
we're
in the
gonna
next
bring us
junction.
more.
Bye.